And here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike Air Force 1 Low Stussy collaboration in the Fossil colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another comparison, but as you can tell, I'm in my new setup. Obviously, still got quite a lot to set up, got loads of boxes here, but kind of liking the new vibe. So I'm going to be standing for these videos now. Not sure how I feel about it yet, might get a stool, not too sure. But first video back, and we have an absolute banger. And this is probably one of my favourite releases of an Air Force in a long time. So the retail pair is this one here, and it was purchased directly from StockX because I missed out on the release, so I paid a little bit of resale for it, but I'm not too fussed because I absolutely love this shoe. And we'll just be comparing them and looking for the differences if you are trying to buy a retail pair. So take a look at the boxes first. In terms of box size, there's little to no difference at all. I would say that the retail box is a slightly darker cream than the fake one. The fake one is a slightly lighter one, but this is really hard to tell unless you're looking in studio lighting. But that's pretty much it for the boxes. I actually really am a big fan of the boxes with that cream color and then the red text on top. So I am a big fan of that, but we'll just open them up and take a look at the shoes themselves. Obviously it does come with the StockX receipt, but it has my address on it, so I don't want to show you that. In terms of the paper, there's literally no difference at all. The pattern on it is exactly the same, and the feel and look is everything is exactly the same. And here is your first look at a retail and fake pair of the Nike Air Force 1 Low Stussy collaboration in the Fossil colorway. Can you tell any difference between these two? So here are the two pairs, and this shoe is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favourite releases of an Air Force ever, if not ever. Obviously the retail one here does come with the StockX tag because it was purchased directly from StockX. Resale isn't too high at the moment, so that is something to take into consideration. So we'll be comparing the right side first. So obviously these shoes are different sizes, so do take that into consideration when I am doing this comparison. So the first difference to note is directly on the upper material itself. And if I give you a close-up of this, you can see that the material is very different from fake to a retail pair. Obviously there is a colour difference, the retail pair is slightly lighter, but if you look at the interwoven prime net, you can see that this is completely different on the fake pair comparing this to the retail one. Also, if I give you a close-up of the symbol on the toe of both of these, you can see clear differences here. On the fake one, you can see that the stitching is much more closely stitched together, and it's also much more clumpy than it is on the retail one. So this is a clear difference to note straight away. Taking a look at the outer side and looking at the swoosh logo, you can see that this is probably where the fake have got it spot on. There's literally no difference between the two different swooshes. They've done a really good job with this. In terms of the laces themselves, there is once again no difference here. Retail and fake pair are exactly the same in terms of their laces. Spinning it around to the back and taking a look at that logo on the back heel, you can see there are slight differences here again. On the retail one, it's kind of a more silver colour, whereas on the fake one, it has hints of gold. I don't know if it's just the paint that they've used is rubbing off or anything like that, but it just doesn't have the same colour. In terms of the woven material beneath, these are very similar indeed, and there's little to no difference at all. However, if you look just below this woven material and look at the stitching going down the back tab, you can see that the stitching between retail and fake pair is very different indeed. On the inner side of the shoe, it is a leather material. This is completely the same on the retail and the fake pair. There is no difference here whatsoever. Giving you a close look at the label on the tongue, you can see that there are differences here once again. You can see that positionally they are different. On the retail one, it's positioned lower down the tag, and the text font is slightly larger on the retail pair, comparing this to the fake. Taking out the shoe tree from each shoe, we'll be comparing these now. And as you can see, there is a clear difference. You can see that the indent markings on the fake pair are much more visible than they are on the retail pair. So now that the shoe trees are out of the way, you can see clearly the insole difference. So I'll give you a close-up of this, but it's very clear and easy to spot the differences on the insole. On the retail pair, you can see the dark pattern going on the insole, whereas on the fake one is a completely light tanned colour. Spinning the shoe upside down and taking a look at the sole, there is little to no difference at all. They've got the colour spot on, the pattern spot on. There's not really much they can get wrong here because it's just a classic Air Force sole. The only thing they could really get wrong is the colour, and they've got this spot on. So as you can see from this video, these are pretty close indeed, but there still are some signs to look for if you are trying to purchase a retail pair. So I really hope this video has helped, and if you could subscribe and like, it really does help the channel grow. Helps me do comparisons just like this to try and help you out if you are trying to buy a retail pair. And let me know down below in the comments if you like this setup. I do have some more cabinets coming on this side. Just let me know what you think. Is it better than the last one? I think it is. It's a little bit clearer, a little bit less cluttered, well, when the shoe boxes go. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.